All right, mates, I'm glad you're here. We've got some cracking good findings to share. So, grab yourself a bevy and let's go. Actor Andy Serkis, who played Gollum in The Lord of the Rings, invented the character's distinctive voice from the sound of his cat coughing up a hairball. Right then. True story. All right, you foodies. Baking soda versus baking powder. What's the difference? Baking soda is a pure leavening agent that requires an acid to activate, while baking powder contains both an acid and a base, making it self-activating. Right then. Too sciencey. Sorry, lovies. The famous Wilhelm scream you've probably heard dozens of times is a stock sound effect that has been used in over 400 movies and TV series since 1951, including Star Wars, Indiana Jones, and Toy Story, among many others. In the year 1816, global temperatures dropped due to a massive eruption of Mount Tambora in Indonesia, causing widespread crop failures and famines. This historical and tragic event is known as the Year Without a Summer. The famous song Over the Rainbow, you know it, was almost cut from the film classic The Wizard of Oz, because studio executives felt it slowed down the film. It went on to win the Academy Award for Best Original Song. Mathematician Alan Turing proposed the Turing test in 1950 as a measure of a machine's ability to exhibit intelligent behavior equivalent to, or indistinguishable from, that of a human, a precursor to AI. His test proposed that if a machine can trick a human into thinking it's also human, it passes the test.
Have you ever wondered why a chef's hat has so many folds in it? The folds symbolize all of how the chef can prepare or cook an egg. Just ask any chef. Quinoa is a complete protein. What does that mean? It contains all 9 essential amino acids that your body needs, making it a go-to for vegetarians and anyone desiring better health. The country of Germany has so many castles, 25,000 in fact, that if you visited one a day, it would take you over 68 years to see them all. The well-known Native American Princess Pocahontas is buried in the UK. Upon her return home in 1617, she suddenly became very ill on board a ship. She was turned back to shore in Gravesend, Kent, where she died and was buried in the town's churchyard. Following the Challenger space shuttle explosion in 1986, teams spent 9 weeks searching a wide area for bits of wreckage. In the process, they came across a floating duffel bag filled with 55 pounds of cocaine, likely lost from another ship that came and went. The CDC classifies mosquitoes as the world's deadliest animal because of the many diseases they transmit. If you're in Iceland, however, have no fear. Low temperatures and lack of shallow water bodies have resulted in a mosquito-free land.
Vienna in Austria has been ranked many times as the city with the highest quality of life in the world. It is renowned for its scenic beauty and cultural heritage, including classical music, with famous composers like Mozart, Brahms, and Beethoven having lived there. The largest art theft in history occurred at the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum in Boston in 1990. Thieves disguised as police officers stole 13 pieces of art valued at approximately $500 million. Despite numerous leads and investigations, the stolen artworks, including pieces by Vermeer, Rembrandt, and Degas, have never been recovered. Ottawa in Canada was chosen as the capital city by Queen Victoria in 1857 because it was situated on the border between English-speaking Ontario and French-speaking Quebec. Would you believe that Mary Shelley, the famous author, wrote Frankenstein when she was just 18 years old? The novel, which is often considered the first science fiction story, was conceived during a ghost story competition with her husband, Percy Bysshe Shelley, and Lord Byron. Nairobi in Kenya is unique as it is the only capital city in the world that has a national park within its borders, the Nairobi National Park, where you can see lions, giraffes, and other wildlife against the backdrop of skyscrapers. A stark contrast to be seen. The Mona Lisa, one of the most famous paintings in the world, is considered priceless and thus has a permanent home in the Louvre Museum in Paris. While it is insured for a hefty amount, it is forbidden by French heritage laws to be sold or bought. Those were brilliant. Don't you agree? We love the work it takes to get these sorted for you. Do us a favour and like this video and share it with a friend. Cheers.